another edition of Cultural Affairs and Tourism, where we have a whole lot to talk about. We're at Brockton Community Access, where anyone can come here and volunteer, have their own podcast, their own show, learn about taping other events in the city, and get involved with a whole variety of other activities. This is set up as a classroom because over the summer, some kids take classes in learning about all this technology. I want to clear this up right now. I am not one of them. So, okay, everybody, hope you had a great July 4th. My name is Anne. Cultural Affairs has been going on for over 4 years now, and we started during COVID to promote the positives in Brockton, and we meet 11 times a year. Anyone can join this. It's very short, and this is recorded, so it will play on Brockton Community Access, and it also is on YouTube. Okay, so I just want people to be made aware of that. Again, I can be reached at 774-297-4939, or A is in Anne, M is in Mary, Beauregard, Beauregard, and at Outlook.com. So we have a whole lot going on in July, and this is a quiet month in the city of Brockton. So now, one of the things we want to highlight is, unfortunately, there's a mosquito scare, and we want people to be made aware of the Nile virus, which is the West Nile virus, which is unfortunate. We're always warning people about the ticks, please. Brockton Garden Club does not have any particular events where we're out highlighting and beautifying the city. So, I guess I'm going to go around, but before I forget, the city of Brockton is doing their concert series at Heights Crossing. This is always free and open to the public. And for more information, you can reach Suzanne McCormick at 508, how would I say, 508-580-7123 at, or S. McCormick, MCCORMACK, at cobma.us to give you all the details, but they began last night, and they were lucky enough not to have the rain at that point. And I don't know, I'm going to start with Pat Monteith because she's a regular. So Pat, go for it, because your mic, you're on mute. Okay, yeah.
Let's say good morning, but I guess it's late afternoon, huh?
Yeah, okay. Where are you that you think it's morning?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's been a crazy day. Several of my students right now are competing at the NAACP national competition for STEM students, and I've been getting reports back and forth, so that's why I don't know what time of day it is. But I think they're going to do very, very good. I'm very pleased to hear that. The only thing I've got is I have been putting together exhibits in the 3 display cases at the Brockton Library. They are almost finished. I have one more thing to be placed in one of the display cases, and of course it's all space related. One of them has to do with asteroids and whether or not the asteroids killed the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. The second one is about the rovers on Mars, and that exhibit, that whole display case, was put together by 2 students at Brockton High School.
All right.
Isabel Tao and Roy Bradley, the third. And I got a great picture of them. And then the third one is about the James Webb Space Telescope. And I understand maybe, Anne, you're going to come and interview you.
Yes, I will. When you give me the go-ahead, I'll just march on over there. For those of you who don't realize it, we're at 1 North Main Street, so we're 3 blocks away from 304 Main Street, the Brockton Historic Main Library, named after the late State Senator Thomas Kennedy. So that's, yes. So this is all good stuff. Meanwhile, we'll go around. Richard Reed, what's going on with the Irish people and the David Lambert Library?
We have been very busy cataloging and adding new bookcases, and so we've almost doubled our collections. and are open for consultations. And of course, anybody can come in with the request for historical information, because we have built up one of the most massive libraries of Mass town histories. And we're just, like I say, we're busy as we can be, because we finally got some volunteers to come back in and help.
All right.
And so looking forward to a busy summer, besides the rest of the summer events.
All right. So, and how can people reach you if they want to find out what's going on?
A couple of ways. You can go to the Friends of Irish Research.org website,
Okay.
DALlibrary.org, and on both of those sites you can click. We have a link to our digital to our catalog, so you can know if we have a particular book on hand. And you can also email me at rdrconsult@gmail.com if you're asking about any of the other things that we're involved in.
Okay, and where are you located? And you have free parking. Very important.
Yes, free parking, and it's not underwater like other places are today. So 899 North Main Street, Brockton, the north end, right across, or kitty corner from fire station number 3.
Okay, thank you. All right, John, the director of the world-famous Brockton Symphony Orchestra that just did an amazing event in May that I had the privilege of attending with Carmen. Just too phenomenal for words at Massasoit. So it's, go for it. Yeah.
I didn't know we'd risen to world fame, but that's great. But at the Brockton Symphony, we are getting ready in about a month to announce our 100th anniversary season, which will be the
that's
season.
terrific! Congratulations! Yes.
So 1925 is the first year of the Brockton Symphony, and we don't want to spoil too much of it before publication, but there will be, I can say, at the end of the year, a Beethoven Ninth Symphony performed with one of the great choirs of Boston, both here in Brockton and also in Boston. We will have music from the year the Brockton Symphony was founded.
Wow!
We will have
very nice.
A celebration of our young artist concerto competition over time, including past winners alongside our current winner, and soloists coming from near and far. So it's going to be
Well,
a
it sounds like
year.
it's going to be phenomenal. Congratulations. And what's the best way people can find out about buying tickets? Because I know your first performance is in October.
Yeah, the first performance is going to be on I believe it's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, October 19th.
Okay.
People can find information about tickets at BrocktonSymphony.org. We'll have everything up there when the season is announced, which will be likely in late August.
Terrific. Thank you, John.
Look forward to seeing everyone there.
This is what, we'll be back there, and I have the pleasure of a lot of the time of taping this with the experts. I'm just a volunteer at BCA, but I love it. Bruce, do you have anything to add to that? Longtime volunteer, the classical staff.
And board member.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, board member also. Thank you. Yes, Bruce?
My
Anything?
function, I don't know, maybe I'm an interloper. Maybe my function is to help fill up the screen with another face.
No.
You're never an interloper, Bruce.
No, you're never an interloper. No, we want people to highlight it. July is usually quiet, but then we have a whole lot of things coming up. We invite people every month. So actually, the one with the biggest event is Felicita, and she's going to tell us what that is. The one and only huge event going on in July in the city of Brockton. And what is it, like the 30th year or something? 29th year?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's the Caribbean Festival. This year is going to be in the Ruff Stadium. next to Brockton High from 2 to 9.
2 to 9.
2 to 9.
What day?
July 27, Sunday, July 27.
July 27th. Okay. And for those of you who have never attended, thousands do. It's great that they're having it at the Rock Stadium. Their setup before used to be right next to the Arnold School with the field and everything else. Not that that was bad, you guys, but parking was at a premium. So it was nothing to walk 4 blocks to attend. There's continuous music, art, food, activities, and it's an opportunity for people to recognize that we in Brockton at one point had the largest Cape Verdean population in the world. So people come from all over, we have a great time, the music is amazing, the art is incredible. So I'm going to lead you back here. I don't know if any of you witnessed Amaya. She's that tall, slender, gorgeous woman that can come by, and she's wicked young. She's in charge of outreach and community outreach and the art exhibits that transpire here at Brockton Community Access. The next one is Thursday, July 17th, and it begins at 6 o'clock, and the public is welcome. There's plenty of parking here at Brockton Community Access. The only confusion is it's behind the building on Court Street, not on Main Street. Of course, if you come at 6 o'clock, you can park for free on Main Street, so you don't have to worry. But this month, this is the third in a series with this particular artist, and she's primarily acrylic on canvas, and she puts a lot, how would I say, nature, butterflies, and art. It's pretty neat here. Also want to point out, Council on Aging is always having free activities for those of us on the planet that are over 60. And also, I want to mention that, again, anyone can come here and promote the podcast, any other events, open invitation to the symphony. Actually, what we want to do at some point, you guys will have to talk to Susan too, would be a great idea is bring back some videos of, throughout the years, because BCA's been around since the 80s, so there's a whole lot that's been captured on the symphony, and of course we love, looking back. And also, we're always highlighting the arts and sciences, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but there's a gentleman and his girlfriend, I'll give them all the credit in the world, they've mobilized Brockton Bike Group, okay, and they meet downtown Brockton at Brockton Beer Company on the second Friday of every month. They're meeting July 11th, and they meet around 6-ish, and no one has to be an expert, but, cyclist, you can just go along at your own pace. They have a good time, but it highlights that, contrary to popular belief, Brockton is this safe, positive community that has its moments like a whole lot of other places. Now, I'm just so excited about the Symphony's 100th. Somebody else that's celebrating 100 this year is D.W. Field Park. And I never knew this. You learn so much when you go to different events. D.W. Field Park was created. It didn't exist. It was made so it could be passive, free recreation for the community of Brockton, bordering on Avon and Stoughton. That's, pretty wild. 100 years, and they're going to be doing activities, everything's free, except for the food, on Friday, August 22nd, and Saturday, August 23rd. So expect a lot more information on that. And, Fuller Art Museum is always free to those of us that live in Brockton. They're open 5 days a week, 6 days a week. But what I also want to mention is they're highlighting, the special exhibit is the Ukrainian eggs. And, the phenomenal jeweled eggs, and quite the exhibit, phenomenal activity, great for everyone in the family. And there's plenty of parking there too. And where else? So, people, just don't realize all these great events that go on. But, and in August 16th, we're going to be having our next meeting on Thursday, August 14th. We'd love to have you. This is short, and like I said, it just keeps on repeating all the positive continuously on Brockton Community Access. But the Haitian Community Partners, they're doing their fun summer festival at Salisbury Snow Park which is right next to both the Cosgrove Swimming Pool on the east side of Brockton and the Plouffe Academy, which is like a middle school for the really brilliant kids. And that's, free and fun for the whole family. So I mentioned a few things here. I do want to mention also on Saturday, August 2nd, there's a summer fun day also at Snow Park, Salisbury Brook area. And that begins around noontime, and there's a lot of music there. Primarily, I'm going to say leans more toward folk and rock, but again, you can, set yourself up over there. And we just continue to try to promote this. We also want to mention that next month we'll be talking about when the local cultural council grants will become available for 2026, and the vital information on that. And we do highlight if there are, concerns in the city or what have you. But at this point, we want everyone to have a safe summer. And I want to thank you for joining us. And again, want people to realize they're always welcome here at Brockton Community Access. 2 blocks away from here is gallery called Enzo Flats, and it's the intersection of Montello and Center. And they have continuous art exhibits, and they'll be having a reception, I believe, at the end of the month. They will have to give me that information. Ways you can let people know what's going on that's really positive. The newspaper that's over 100 years old, Brockton Community Access, it's posted and it plays continuously. WATD 95.9 FM is terrific to Brockton. They love highlighting Brockton. They've been around for decades. They started right before the blizzard of '78. They kicked off their radio station. Let's see. The Globe is always welcome. The city's website and the Metro South Chamber of Commerce is extremely welcoming. And we have 2 website groups here. We have Pastor Reed's happening in Brockton? No.
happeninginbrockton.com.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And buzzaround.org, and they have a Brockton one and a surrounding community. And a lot of people are really technologically adept, put links so you can see something you missed. And we're just going to continue to highlight the positives that go on. My name is Anne. Again, thank you for joining us. We'll see you on Thursday, August 14th, where Pat will announce the winners of these kids competing down there in the Carolinas. We'll be able to see a lot more about space. We're going to hear more about plans with the music. Felicita will have recuperated from the Cape Verde Association Festival. Pastor Reed will talk about the David Lambert Library and some Irish. And please let anyone know that's doing something positive in this community that we want to highlight it, because that's the goal here. So anyway, thanks for joining us, and stay warm and comfortable, or cool and comfortable in your homes, and be safe, and see you Thursday, August 14th. Thank you.
Anne,
Yeah.
was Brockton Community Access formerly Continental Cablevision?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, in no time do people never pay to be here. What across the street was Continental. The last number of Main Street, and then it becomes 1 North Main Street. But that was about 30 years ago, Bruce. So
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, now Brockton Community Access has always been a community access entity that exists where there's cable, and it's the responsibility of the cable industry, without getting too technical, to provide particular amount of funding from the money that they receive from all the people that have cable in their homes, and to provide continuous access. And this is both community-wise for education, public safety, government. Want to stress that because you can see almost every single government meeting on community access, and also special events, graduations, etc., and sports. I should mention that, kids sports in particular, And lastly, people have the opportunity here to have any of their own programming. And over the years, there's been some phenomenal programming, and some of it, comical, some of it educational, some of it political, and a lot of it cultural, which is terrific. And it can be in any language, so that's kind of neat. But no, at no time was this Continental. It was pretty funny because a lot of people paid their Continental bill and later on their Comcast bill in the mailbox here. And anyway, but no longer, this Continental was gone for a while. But anyway, in the meantime, we just keep on promoting positives, and anyone can come here 10 to 8, Monday through Friday, unless it's a holiday. So, thank you, and have a great night. And have a great weekend. Yay! Thank you.